Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Santa Fe at beautiful St. Mike's Horsemen Stadium here in the middle of Santa Fe. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and we are getting ready to get started. We're just going to test our mics here, make sure everything sounds all right before we get up and running. I'm Jimmy Jones, and of course I got the man, the myth, the legend with me. I got the thumb, Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome everybody up here to Santa Fe. It is beautiful up here. It's cool. Grass field, and the field looks really good for a grass field.
Yeah, it definitely looks good. Looks like it's well taken care of. A really neat setup here. We've kind of got the bleachers on this side, kind of on the side of what you might refer to as a mountain, especially down in our part of the state. This is definitely a mountain. And then the field kind of sets down. The visitor side is over on that opposite side. A lot of mountains around us, behind us. And once again, just the beautiful scenery overlooking Santa Fe here. A beautiful place, beautiful field. And so we're excited. Once again, we're just testing mics, making sure that everything sounds all right. We will, our actual pregame will start here probably in the next, I would say, 10 minutes. We'll get started with our official pregame, go over some things, and talk about what we're going to see here over the next few minutes. But once again, we wanted to get on here and test mics. It'll just be myself, Charlie, and then of course we got grandbaby Charlie here with us. He's not a grandbaby anymore. He's towering. He's looking down at Charlie saying, "Who you call baby?" And so anyway, we're here. Rosie wasn't able to make it. He's still back in the oil country, but anyway, we'll get started here in just a second. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump & Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump & Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump & Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump & Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump & Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME R stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds!
Around here, we work hard on the field, in the classroom, and in life. And companies like Parker Energy, they're in our corner. Since 2006, they've delivered expert transport, pump truck, back truck, and disposal services. But more than that, they've supported us, our schools, our sports, our future. Thanks, Parker Energy, for showing up and believing in what we can do.
Outlaw Grill, the perfect spot for family dinners and date nights. Craving something extraordinary? Outlaw Grill serves up delicious fire-grilled steaks, fresh seafood, and authentic Italian pasta, flavors you won't find anywhere else. Dine in or call ahead for a quick and easy gourmet meal in Hobbs, 575-392-2012, or the Eunice location, 575-942-2466. Proudly supporting Lee County athletics and academics, Outlaw Grill is your go-to for great food and community spirit. Come taste the difference at Outlaw Grill today. Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember. Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on the Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Eunice Wrecker and Rental offers professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light, medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. We have 20-plus years of experience. We are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental is currently hiring Class A CDL and regular drivers for the wrecking yard. Eunice Wrecker, located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248 in Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Thomas Welding. Precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds!
This is
This is Antonio Granados.
This is Luis Gonzalez. This is Felix Gonzalez, aka Gato.
This is Justin Frank.
This is Paul Navarrete.
This is Blake Lee.
This is Yuli Lozano.
This is Juan, the Mexican Nightmare, Gaetan.
This is Jason Herrera.
This is Bert Fisher.
This is Adan Ornelas Jr.
This is Bob Patterson.
This is Kendall Boyd.
This is Robbie Fairbrush.
This is William Blaine Fairbrush.
This is Josh Jones.
This is Bryce Jenkins.
And this is Jimmy Jones, and we are the Eunice Cardinals.
Good afternoon, Cardinal Nation, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. And boy, oh boy, do we have something special for you, as it is a battle of two undefeated teams, undefeated 2A Eunice and the Cardinals facing off against the undefeated 3A St. Mike's Horsemen. A nearly 6-hour bus ride into the cool pines of the capital city of New Mexico, one of the most beautiful cities in the world and one of the oldest cities in the world. It is the oldest capital city in the entire United States. And speaking of old, I've got the man, the myth, the legend right here beside me, the one, the only. We call him the Thumb. Welcome, Charlie Fairbrush.
Welcome, everybody. And that is an old thumb you're looking at right there.
That is definitely an old thumb. And I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Charlie Fairbrush here today. We've got a good one that should be in store for you here today. It's an exciting day. It's a beautiful day. And anyway, just so that you know already, I've got some folks back home telling me they can barely hear me. The station and some other folks are saying everything's loud and clear, so I don't know whether to twist knobs or leave them alone. And so anyway, it is what it is. We'll keep going, and if for whatever reason it doesn't get better, let me know, and we'll do our best to make adjustments. But once again, I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner today, Charlie. Rosie was not able to make it, and we are live here in Santa Fe. I did a little Santa Fe research before we came today. Santa Fe was established 415 years ago in the year 1610. Santa Fe is home to the Palace of the Governors, which is the oldest building, the oldest government building in the United States. There is history everywhere as you look across this city. And speaking of history, tonight the 16-time, or today I guess, the 16-time state champion Eunice Cardinals will take the field as they face off against a team trying to create history of its own in St. Mike's, who has won 24 games in a row.
Wow.
They'll try to make it 25 here today on their home field. St. Mike's is the back-to-back defending two-time state champions of the 3A division. They are 48-8 over the last 5 years, and their coach, Coach Joey Fernandez, is pretty historic himself when you're talking about records and the record books for New Mexico high school football. He's got his name all over them. But this Eunice team didn't travel into the big city, over the mountains and through the woods up here to just tour the plaza. They didn't come to check out the governor's mansion or the palace of the governors. They came to let Santa Fe know that football and the oil and gas communities of southeastern New Mexico go hand in hand. You can't talk New Mexico football history without talking about oil and the oil communities of Jal, Eunice, Lovington, and of course, if you're going to talk about football, you got to talk about Artesia. It's what we do in our part of the state. It's who we are, and these kids from the oil patch ain't lying down for nobody. Hard-working, hard-nosed, blue-collar kids, and this blue-collar group just happens to wear red and white. It's time for some Eunice Cardinal football. The Cards enter this game flying high offensively after soaring to victory last week over Morton, Texas. The Cards put up 88 points in that game. Based upon the research that I've done and what I can find, that may be the most points in Eunice high school football history. And you talk about a program with history, this program has it. There have been some good ones. The Cards are riding the arm and legs of senior quarterback Elijah Melanson, and boy, is he a good one. Melanson has climbed into the top 5 in multiple categories in New Mexico high school football record books. He is the top-ranked passer in the entire state this year, all classes, 6A all the way down to 1A. In fact, he is currently ranked inside the top 25 in passing yards by any quarterback in the entire United States.
Well, that's something to be
in
proud
the
of.
Entire country. The young man was invited to the Peyton Manning quarterback camp this past summer in Tennessee, where he performed well. Numerous colleges looking his way. One other note, he can run too. He's averaging 100 yards per game rushing. He's a state champion on the track and does amazing things in the classroom. He's a good one. Running back Grayson Meek has burst onto the scene this season and is averaging nearly 100 yards per game. Last week, he exploded with nearly 190 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns. Keep your eyes on Grayson Meek. The Cards have several receivers that can catch it and take it to the house, including Zeke Garcia, who leads the team in receiving yards and is second on the team in touchdowns. Dyson Can I get a witness, Lord, who can take it to the house anytime he touches it? And the youngster, Lucas Lopez, who had over 100 yards receiving last week to go with 2 touchdowns as a freshman. He is already putting up big numbers here at the varsity level, and look for big things from the young man. The Eunice offensive line continues to get better each week. You can't score 88 points without a line that's not giving your quarterback some time and opening up some holes. That group has got it done so far this year. They are definitely going to get tested here tonight, though. The top 4 tacklers on the defensive side, of course, you mentioned Mr. Meek again, Grayson Meek, Hasiel Goya, Jesse Ornales, and the T-man, Tyson Jones. That defense, another group that seems to get better each week. They will have their hands full with a very strong St. Mike's team here today. The Cardinals are led by Coach Greg Jackson. Jackson is 48-8 as the Eunice head coach, one of the best winning percentages in Eunice high school football history of any coach. He has led his team to the semifinals or better every year as a coach. He has played in the title game 4 out of the last 6 seasons, and he has won 3 state titles. He's a winner. For St. Mike's, they have a Hall of Fame level coach in Coach Fernandez. They are a private school, and they are loaded with talented kids. The field general and captain is number 44, Pete Johnson. He's a monster, and at that linebacker position, he gets it done. He's also tough as nails from his slot back position on offense, where he can block or run the ball. He loves contact. He's a Dave Lynn type player. And of course, number 24 running back Isaiah Dominguez is averaging nearly 200 rushing yards a game. Wide receivers Braden Hollis and Ryan Hunt each average nearly 100 yards receiving a game. And the quarterback, number 2, Kamal Stitch, is a Jedi Knight from the Q-back position. The Cards have got their work cut out today for them. It looks like we're getting ready to have our national anthem, so we'll just keep it here, silence our mic for just a second where you guys will be able to hear the playing of the national anthem. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Please bless today's game, the teams, officials, and all watching our play. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and bring out the best in each other. May we play hard and fair. Keep everyone safe from injury and harm. Amen. Saint Sebastian, patron saint of athletes, pray for us. Saint Michael the Archangel, Saint John Baptista LaSalle, Our Lady of Victory, and of Jesus in our hearts. Featuring standing for the national anthem.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live in the capital city of Santa Fe. We are excited. We're with you. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner today, Charlie Fairbrush. Charlie, we should have a good one on our hands here today.
Man, I think it's going to be good, and I'd have to say that these folks here are treating us really well.
Oh yeah.
Now if we it's yeah. So anyway, the boys told me earlier that we came to chew bubble gum and play some football, and we forgot our bubble gum. So here we are to play football.
Yeah, so it ought to be a good one. The battle of two undefeated teams. It's red versus blue. It's north versus south. It's, like I said earlier, it's the oil and gas industry versus the timber and the mountains up here. It should be a good one. I got to tell you, this St. Mike's team is for real. They're riding a 24-plus game win streak. They are back-to-back 3A state champs. They return a ton of talent from last year's team that put 50, I believe, plus on us. And so this group's got their hands full today to the Cardinals. However, if the Cardinal offense can continue to put up points like they've done in the first 4 or 5 games of the season, then they ought to be able to be in this ball game and have a chance. You know, it definitely is a tough one for them today, no doubt. But this is a game that if their offense can get rolling, they could shock some folks here.
It looks like we're going to get a chance first because they won the toss, but they deferred, so we'll be receiving.
My keys to the game, keys to victory for Eunice on offense, they've got to give Melanson time to throw the ball. They've got to mix up the run and pass, keeping the defense on their heels. And on both sides of the ball, Eunice has got to win the battle in the trenches. Our line's got to be tough. For St. Mike's, they got to pressure the quarterback. They got to play smash mouth football, and they got to knock the Cardinals on their heels. If they can make it a smash mouth football game, then it could be a long night for the Cardinals.
Yep.
If the Cardinals can win in the trenches, they got a shot here today. And so here we go. Both teams are out on the field. They're ready to go. The Cardinals in white with the red letters. Santa Fe St. Mike's in all blue. I heard the group earlier talking about one of the kids and how to pronounce his name. Did you hear him?
Oh, he was telling us that last year, and the kid had graduated, but his name was Bass.
Oh, okay.
And we kept saying bass fishing.
Oh, I got you.
And he thought they all got a kick out of that.
So here we go. All right, so ready to kick off here for St. Mike's in the middle. They've got that dark numbers on dark jerseys, so it's kind of hard to see them. But Lord is going to pick this one up right here, and he's going to head around the right side, and he gets knocked down by the first tackler right at the 20. So the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10 right at the 20-yard line, and we're ready for some football.
He's got 40 yards to go.
Man, the scenery here where we're at is just amazing. I know that probably the camera doesn't do it justice for what we see with our eyes, but just looking out over the horizon, all the different levels of mountains. And so here we go. Eunice comes to the line of scrimmage, 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Melanson and Meek in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Meek right up the middle. He's trying to turn the corner, and he gets brought down in the backfield for probably at least a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and 11, and that's that line that we talked about. Our line's going to have to win that battle in the trenches if there's any chance for this Cardinal team to be victorious here today. On my way up here, or before I came, actually, I got some messages from some of my old Santa Fe friends.
Yeah.
One of them, a longtime motor officer for the Santa Fe Police Department over there running the chain. Shout out to Chuck, great friend of mine. I used to spend a lot of time up here in Santa Fe teaching at the State Police Academy. And
trying to cut us a little slack over there.
Oh, man, I just some good people up here. I've got another friend that I went through the State Police Academy whose son is on the team, and so just a lot of good folks that I've known a long time. Used to, several months of the year I would be up here, and so I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people from our part of the neck of the woods look up here and go, ooh, Santa Fe, northern New Mexico. But, man, I tell you, I've got some lifelong friends up here that I've developed through the years, and they've just always been really good to me. Just a neat place, even cooler place. Pun intended, in the wintertime. And man, when they've got that
Sometimes
pinon
very
and
cool.
whatnot burning in the fireplaces around this, the whole town's got it. The whole town smells good in the winter.
They're
Just
having
a
some
really
time
neat.
clock issues, Jimmy.
Yes, yes.
I think they're back to 12 minutes again.
Hey, shout out to some of these folks listening. I've got messages here from Heath Dean, from Lexi Dean. Heath Dean says he can't hardly hear us. Lexi Dean says we're loud and clear. So, you know, your Deans will have to figure that one out.
Y'all get in the same room, please.
Leanne Reeves, Vernon, Omar Marquez. I'm sure we've got others on here. I'm trying to take a look. But anyway, a lot of great folks. Cam and Belinda, I believe they had a birthday here within the last week or so. So happy birthday. Shout out to my man, the myth, the legend, Hall of Famer from Lee County Sports, Lynn White, young man that played for the University of New Mexico after his time at Hobbs. Been down there covering sports games for so many years, recognized and inducted into the Lee County Sports Hall of Fame last year. 89 years old this coming week.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Leonard Skinnard. And so here we go. Shout out to Alejandra and all the guys and girls over at the Marquez house. We appreciate you. Here we go. Rolling to his left, looking down the field. They throw it. Oh, and he had a small window trying to throw it across his body. And he had a man that was open for just a second, but that defense in the zone collapsed and was able to get a hand on the ball. Yep. Came close to a pick.
They got some pass defense.
Yes.
Sure.
So 3rd down and 11 after the incomplete pass there from Melanson. Rolling, throwing across his body. And those defensive backs for St. Mike's look like they've got some wheels.
Yeah.
And so back in the shotgun, all by himself, Melanson. He's got 3 to the left, 2 to the right, and it looks like St. Mike's going to jump off sides, and Eunice will get a free 5 right there. Shout out to my wife. I know she's back listening. She came up here with me, ended up dropping me off in the parking lot. She's doing her taking like 3 classes in the doctoral program, so trying to get her doctorate, and she's working on some papers. So she went back to the room, going to work on some of those. Melanson in the backfield. He throws it down the field. He's got a man.
Oh!
Ooh, and he overthrows Lord by a half foot. And he was on his back foot and under a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
and so, man, and Lord had his guys beat and was down the field. 6 inches to a foot, and you're putting 6 points on the board right there. But the alternative or the opposite of that is here comes the punt team.
Yeah.
So it's 4th down and about 6, the punt team on the field. St. Mike's back to receive, has their deep back standing about the 40. Here's a punt. It's a high punt into the middle of the field. St. Mike's going to take the ball. There looked like a shot in the back right there, not called, and there's some running room for this young man who's trying to cut back up, still on his feet, and they take him down about the 40. I thought they had thrown a flag over there for that hit in the back, but they didn't. They threw the little beanbag instead, and so thought I saw a block in the back there.
It looked like it, but
no call, but that's all right.
We're pretty high up here. I mean, we're way up here.
Yeah.
Up at the top.
So that'll make it 1st and 10 St. Mike's. St. Mike's will take it in Eunice territory right here. I mentioned it in the pregame. This is a potent offense led by number 2, Stith. And Isaiah Dominguez in the backfield. That young man's averaging 200 rushing yards a game. So Stith in the shotgun takes a snap. He's going to hand it to Dominguez. Dominguez is bobbing and weaving. He's dragging Cardinals all the way down the field inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. Dominguez, I'm telling you, looking at his numbers and stats coming into this game, he's running through and over every team they play.
And they're making some blocks, too.
Yep.
It's a good line there.
So back to the line of scrimmage is St. Mike's. Eunice is going to have to Heath Dean says they're in different towns, Charlie. They can't get in the same room. 1st and 10. Here we go. There's the snap. They're going to hand it right up the middle.
Ooh.
Pushing through the middle is Dominguez, still on his feet. He breaks out to the left side, and he's going to walk into the end zone. A 29-yard touchdown run for the St. Mike's Horsemen. So 29 yards run for Dominguez. And Dominguez puts 6 points on the board for St. Mike's. And now St. Mike's will step out here. Looks like they're going to kick the PAT. And so definitely not the start that the Cardinals wanted.
No. Offense kind of stumbled. The defense definitely did. We got to get something together.
Absolutely. So back for the extra point, getting ready for the kick. 9:50 to go here in the first, and that kick is up and through, and the Cardinals trail St. Mike's 0-7, just a couple of minutes or less into this ball game. Not the start that the Cardinals wanted. A shout out to our sponsors.
You shout out these sponsors right quick. Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Thomas Welding, Eunice Wrecker, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, and Eunice Health Clinic.
Yeah, so the Cardinals trail here early, 7-0, and now the kickoff return team back out on the field. You know, in my opinion, in today's game, and I know probably a lot of people out there don't want to hear my opinion, but
well, they do.
Our offense is going to have to put up big numbers to win this ball game. Their offense is close, if not more potent than ours, and if we don't put up big numbers, it's gonna be a long night for us, or a long afternoon here. A beautiful one, but a long one.
They do this little trick play up here. Don't know whether they're going to do an onside or what.
Yep. So lined up, ready to go. Here comes St. Mike's. They're looking over at their coach to know whether they're going to kick it or not. And now they're going to back up and spread them out. Once again, it's hard to read those St. Mike's numbers. When they get over here close to you and turn their back right at you, you can see them. But it's a dark number on a dark jersey, black and blue. And so Lord on his feet trying to break a few tackles. He did. He gets drugged down about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line, where the Cardinals will take over 1st and 10. Shout out to Rosie. He's not with us today.
We're missing you, Rosie. Where you at?
Hey, shout out to those 1st and 2nd grade Eunice Cardinals. They got the big win over Kermit this morning.
All right.
Shout out to them. Watch some videos they were sending me of my grandson Jace Jenkins running for a long touchdown and from that quarterback position throwing for a couple. So shout out to them. 9:42 to go in the first quarter. Melanson takes the snap, looking down the field. He's got a man right there in the middle. That was
my
Lord.
goodness.
He caught it, and then he got popped. And the ball came out as he hit the ground.
Good thing he didn't take a couple of steps and then got popped.
Yeah,
that'd been a fumble.
Calling that an incomplete pass was definitely a bonus for the Cardinals. There's some of these Santa Fe St. Mike's fans that thought that was a fumble because he caught the ball, it looked like to me, and as his feet hit the ground, he got hit. And the ball came loose. So that'll make it 2nd and 10, ball about the 32-yard line. Melanson going to take the snap, trying to turn the corner. He's pushing forward, still on his feet. He gets hit from behind, and he knocks forward for about 6, maybe 7, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to give him 6.
Yeah.
So it'll make it 3rd down and about 4. Ball spotted now about the 38-yard line. 9:19 to go here in the first period or first quarter. Score 7-0 in favor of St. Mike's. St. Mike's in the blue, as we mentioned. Black numbers, black socks, black face mask on those blue helmets.
Yep.
Eunice in all white.
Numbers are hard to see from up here.
Yes, they are. Melanson takes the snap. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up really good right there. Melanson trying to turn the corner, keeping it on his feet. He gets knocked down just past the 40, and man, that was a big hit that he took there. A guy grabbed him up around the waist, and somebody came in and finished him off, and they hit him hard.
That was a little... I think he was over the 40. They got it back before the 40.
That makes it 4th down. We'll call it a long 2 here, and the Eunice offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it here just shy of midfield. They take the snap. They're going to hand it to Meek. Meek's going to push forward, and he's going to have the 1st down and then some, and so the Cardinals win the battle at the line of scrimmage there and pick up the 1st.
That's all we got to do, get it done just like that, buddy.
So 1st and 10, ball now at a 46-yard line. Whitehead out there spinning that arm around, telling them to run that clock.
He's going to throw his shoulder out. They don't
3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Melanson takes the snap, throws it down the field. And he had a man and wide open. He hit him in stride.
Ooh.
That was Zeke Garcia, and if he catches that, it's a foot race to the goal line, and it went right in his hands and came out.
I mean, he was down close to the 30.
Yes.
I mean, he would have been.
And he's side by side. His defender was outside him, so if he catches that, it's just an angled foot race.
It's a foot race.
So 2nd and 10. Melanson back in the shotgun already. Takes a snap, throws it over to the right side, and that ball's in and out of the hands of Lord. So, man, I think that's at least 3 drop passes, maybe 4, already here early in this first quarter. And that'll make it 3rd down and 10 as this receiving core from Eunice under a lot of pressure, understandably, from these defensive backs, but they have had some.
We've had some success, just couldn't get a hold of it, you know.
In and out of their hands. So 8:07 on the clock, 3rd down and 10. Melanson in the backfield. He's got Meek, I believe, over to his right. Trips to the right, 1 to the left. Melanson. Oh, they snapped it over his head. He picks it up. No, it gets knocked out of his hands. There's a battle for it. And I think the Cardinals were able to dive back on it as they snapped it over Melanson's head. And jumping on that ball was Meek.
Oh, we're going to be punting again.
And it's going to be 4th and a long ways. And here comes the punt team. The Cardinals on their heels here early, looking like Canelo versus Crawford.
That's 4th and about what, 25, 30?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
we tried to start making something happen there, but just couldn't quite get it.
Melanson also our punter, and he's back there ready to punt. Here comes the snap. He takes it, and he's going to kick it away. Punt. It's a high knuckle ball. They make the catch, trying to turn the corner. There should be a flag, and there's no flag again. That was definitely a hit in the back. 100% no doubt. And a flag came in way at the end from the white hat in the very, very back. Coach Jackson was all the way out in the middle of the field screaming at the white hat from the opposite end of the field.
A couple of flags now over here.
So they call a holding on one flag. Let's see what the second one is. Maybe both flags are for the same offense.
Yeah, both saying the same thing.
So they're going to scoot it back. So nobody got the block in the back here, which was clear to me.
That would have been back just over the 30.
Yep. Yeah, so that's 2 punts, 2 blocks in the back. Neither one of them called. The holding was called, so that'll scoot them back.
Help us a little bit, just a smidge, as Rosie would say.
I got somebody asking me if we're having sound difficulties, and I haven't.
Not that
I haven't noticed any.
We got all our lights are good.
You know, one of the things that, and Santa Fe comes to the line of scrimmage. This is St. Mike's. Keep calling them Santa Fe. Ball spotted about the 44-yard line. They snap. They're going to hand off right up the middle.
Missed it.
Big gain right up the middle is going to get them close to another first down. That's number 44, Pete Johnson. That big linebacker running back. He's the captain of that football team as well.
And I guess they're going to measure.
As far as difficulties, I haven't heard of any. I've had a couple of people that have messaged me saying they couldn't hear, but then within a few seconds they said they could.
Okay, they're going to go 2nd down in like inches.
So St. Mike's already back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down in less than a yard. They've got that pistol back setup. They're going to take the snap and then pitch it out to Dominguez on the left side. He's going to turn the corner and push ahead for a first down. And it'll be 1st and 10, St. Mike's. My mom last week told me the same thing, and I went back and watched it. And when I watched the replay, it seemed really good. So I told her I think sometimes, just like our internet service when I'm watching TV, sometimes is not great. It goes in and out or whatever. I think sometimes it probably is us, but sometimes it's other people's internet just not being very good.
Well, everything is streaming nowadays. You don't have regular TV.
So here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. Stith going to take the snap, fakes the handoff. Now he's rolling to his right, looking down the field, throws it over here toward the end line. And that ball was out of bounds.
Oh, they said he caught it in.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to say tiptoed that sideline.
It looked like he was between those two lines when he caught it.
Yeah, I concur, but the official didn't think so, so that's how it goes sometimes.
That's a long way from here to the field.
1st and 10, ball now right at the 30 as this Horseman offense is driving once again, pushing that ball right down the throat of the Eunice Cardinals.
We'll have to get a handle on it.
5:40 to go here in the first quarter. St. Mike's and Stith back in the shotgun. He's got the big man, Pete Johnson, beside him. He fakes the handoff, then he's going to duck over to this right side. He's got blockers in front of him. He's all the way across the 20, and I think that's going to be another first down, St. Mike's, and that'll make it 1st and 10 from the 20, or they mark him about the 19 now, so that'll definitely be 1st and 10. So, yeah, I've got several people here, Ryan Montanez and Miss Davis, sending messages saying they hear us loud and clear on their end. So I think sometimes it's other folks' internet that's, you know.
Kind of blinking in and out.
I get irritated with my kids sometimes. I'll be watching my favorite show, and they'll all get on the internet and start playing games, and then it doesn't work. Man, pushing right up the middle is Pete Johnson, and that's the big boy, the captain, the linebacker, running back, as he pushes all the way forward inside the 10 down to about the 6-yard line.
1st and goal.
And so my wife says she hears us loud and clear. Debbie Vance says she hears us loud and clear. Tracy Davis, Ryan Montanez, lots of people saying they hear us loud and clear. So we appreciate you guys listening, watching. And all I can say is,
get some hair aids? No,
well,
don't say that.
Check your internet, I think. So 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. Santa Fe, St. Mike's knocking at the door again. 1st and goal, handing it to Dominguez. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's down to the goal line, and he's in. There is a 6-yard touchdown run by Dominguez, his 2nd of the ball game. We talked about him in the pregame, averaging about 200 yards per game, and he scores again, and it's 13-0. The Cardinals on their heels here as they've got hit in the mouth with an overhand right, and that overhand right was thrown by the Horsemen.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some blocking and punching back ourselves here if we don't.
Yeah, as I mentioned, in my opinion, coming in here, if we're gonna beat them, it's gonna have to be in a shootout. And so there's the fire as they had a bad snap.
Yeah.
They're rolling to the right, they throw it across, and that ball's picked off in the end zone on the extra point. I think that was Lord.
Yeah.
Who goes up and intercepts that ball. So the extra point is no good, but the score nonetheless. Eunice 0, St. Mike's 13 with 4:15 to go in the first. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to these sponsors right quick. Eunice Health Clinic, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Wrecker, Thomas Welding, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, and Eunice Pump and Supply are proud sponsors for this afternoon's matchup here in the hills of Santa Fe.
Yeah, so the Eunice Cardinals gonna have to get it together here. I'm telling you, this St. Mike's team is the truth. They are the real deal. They've been beaten up on 4A teams already this year up in Albuquerque, and so the Cardinals coming in here today were definitely the underdog. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And now they trail 13-0. So gonna have to get something going. They faked the little onside kick again. And now they're gonna back up and spread them out. So the Eunice kickoff return team is on the field. Getting ready to kick here for St. Mike's. And there's the boom. It's going to be taken about the 15 by Lord. Lord pushing ahead, trying to find a hole. He gets through. Flags fly everywhere. And I can only assume that that's probably either going to be a hold or a block in the back on Eunice where that came from. So I would guess we're about to scoot back a little more as we pushed all the way to the 33-yard line.
We'll be back, about the 15?
Looks like a spot foul, and he's putting it right where the ball ended up. And now here they're going to pick it up. They're going to say holding on the Cardinals. And here they go. 10 yards back from there will put us all the way back about the 23-yard line. And And that'll make it 1st and 10, and Eunice going to start back there about that 20 again. We've had our backs to the goal line every time we've got the ball, but just really hadn't been able to get much going just once we get to midfield. Going to hand off to Meek, and he gets hit in the backfield. As soon as he took the handoff, there was a sea of blue back there. They were all 3 yards deep in the backfield as soon as he got the handoff. I agree, Carlos. Yeah, I concur. And so anyway, definitely not a good start for the Cardinals, as they gave us about a 5-yard loss, maybe 4, and it's all the way back inside the 20, I'll say the 18.5. And so Eunice ready to go on offense again. Trips right, 1 out wide to the left. Melanson and Meek in the backfield. They're going to put a man in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Melanson's under pressure. He's got everybody after him all the way back down inside the 10.
Ooh, Lordy.
And he gets dropped for a huge loss. That was one of those misdirection plays where the man in motion goes one way and everybody goes one way. But they fake the handoff to the man in motion, and then we're going to roll Melanson out on the naked, they call it the naked bootleg, and Santa Fe didn't go for it. So it's 3rd down and 25 plus as Melanson takes the snap. They pick up the blitz. They throw it into the middle to Lord. A good catch there, but that's only going to pick up about maybe 5 or 6 and gets them out to about the 15-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 25-ish.
I was thinking that was
no, it's 4th.
Yeah, 4th down.
So 4th down and 25-ish, and here comes the punt team. I don't think we've seen the punt team this many times on the field all year combined.
And we're 2:20 left in the first quarter here.
Yep. A little spooky that St. Mike's about to get the ball back with that explosive offense.
Yeah.
And they're going to have good field position here.
Yeah, their return's back inside the 50.
Yep. Here comes the kick. It's a nice spiral kick from Melanson that skips all the way over the head
get away from it.
of St. Mike's.
Wow.
And that's Dominguez. He's going to pick it up, and he's headed up the field. And I tell you what, man, that was a heck of a punt. There is a flag back over here about the 40-yard line, and that's usually in the area of holding. We'll see what they call. The white hat threw it. Looks like either an illegal block or a hold. See what we got. It is against St. Mike's.
Back them up a little more.
I sometimes can't tell from up here. I'm blind, but that illegal block versus the hold. The hold is like this. The illegal block is like this. And when you're looking down there, this and this looks pretty dang close. Yeah. It's a very similar hand motion from the official.
And we really have a good view, but we're way up here.
Yep. I mean, it's a neat spot that we're at. And so St. Mike's will take over 1st and 10, ball at the 32. You've got Stith, and that's the big man, Johnson, right to his right. He's going to roll, looking pass, looking down the field, trying to find a man. They throw it to 24, I believe, trying to look and see for sure who that is. That's Dominguez again.
Enough for a 1st down.
Yep, that's the running back that they threw. He ran the little hook route, made the catch, picks up the 1st down. He's all the way out past the 45, trying to get into Eunice Cardinal territory again. They're going to spot it about the 46. St. Mike's back in the huddle, breaking the huddle and coming to the line. Kamal Sith, the quarterback. He's got the big man, Pete Johnson, just to his left. Trips out wide to the left and 1 out wide to the right. Dominguez is up there at that inside back on the left side. They're going to hand it to the big man, Johnson, right up the middle. He's rumbling, he's stumbling, he's still on his feet. Flags flying everywhere back in the middle of the field. That usually is a holding call right there where those flags come in.
That'll be a little break we need.
And that's the holding call. So the holding call is the fist toward them up in the air with the hand, and the illegal block is the fist with the palm open, looking at you, but the same motion. That's why those are sometimes tough to see if you're not focused, like I don't focus sometimes. Anyway, that's going to scoot them back. And that'll make it 1st down and about 20. We'll call it 17.
17.
All the way back at the 39-yard line. They got the little Rocky Eye of the Tiger song playing. I'm jump up, I'm doing a little shadow boxing here in the back of the booth, getting ready to do something. And I'm hoping we get that same pump out there on the field.
Yeah.
44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Stith going to take the snap. It skipped off the turf. He's looking out on this throwback. They set up this little backside screen. And I thought he had stepped out too. They didn't call it that way though, and he picks up just a few before he gets knocked out of bounds. And so I'd say he picked up maybe 5.
Yeah.
And they're gonna spot him about the 42. So it'll be second down, and we'll call it 14. And the ball's at the 42-yard line. So back in the huddle are the Horsemen. St. Mike's once again leads 13-0 here early in this ball game, and they've had Eunice on their heels. Let's see if the Cardinal defense can make a stop here. Stith going to take the snap. He's looking past the whole way, throws it down the field. He's got an open man who makes the catch and immediately falls to the ground. I believe that was 24, Isaiah Dominguez again. I tell you what, Stith, Dominguez, and Johnson, you can just pretty much say one of those three's name ever play.
Yeah.
In fact, most plays you can say at least 2 of those names. We got to shut.
That's what we need to start looking at.
Yeah,
those are the ones we need to shut down.
Have to keep an eye on those, and I'll probably say that in the next play it'll go to somebody else. But so it's going to make it third down. We'll call it 4. Ball already across midfield, about the 48-yard line. Eunice defense been on the field a lot this ball game, and they are out there again. Up, and here comes, the clock goes to 0.
Man.
So at the end of quarter number 1, your score, St. Mike's 13, Eunice 0. You're listening to Nomark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nomark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports, here live in the beautiful capital of New Mexico, Santa Fe, and we are up and running. The St. Mike's Horsemen trying to drive it down the throat of the Eunice Cardinals. They've already put 2 touchdowns on the board behind the legs of Mr. Isaiah Dominguez. He's got a 29-yard touchdown run, a 6-yard touchdown run. They lead Eunice 13-0 as we start quarter number 2 here from Santa Fe. And so here we go. St. Mike's, the quarterback, Stith. He's in that shotgun position, takes the snap. Fakes the handoff to Dominguez, rolls to his left. He's got a man down the field trying to get there, and he drops the pass. Trying to see who that was that ball went in and out of the hands. And that may have been
number.
Trying to see, is that a 2?
I was going to say 3.
Maybe an 8. Maybe an 8. I believe that is Ryan Hunt. And he just wasn't able to pull that in. That is 8. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the field, and it's going to be 4th and about 6. And the St. Mike's Horsemen want to talk about it and figure out what they want to do here with 11:54 to go in the second quarter. While we've got a minute, I want to shout out to some folks. I want to thank the Nogelmeyers and the Matthews and Eunice Pump and Supply, Mr. Hatch, all of our school board members, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker, Parker Energy, Brett and Penny Parker, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Dale Bettis, Stacy Pop, and all that group. Outlaw Grill, Johnny Robertson. Remember, at the half, we'll be recognizing our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight, brought to you by Johnny Robertson and Outlaw Grill. We've got those gift cards that we're handing out. There's probably a couple of you that I haven't got your gift cards to yet because I don't ever see you. And every time I'm looking for you, I can't find you. But I know a couple of them I handed out this week.
We're going to have to put a deadline. If they don't do it, we're going to go eat lunch.
I got to find them. Guns Up Services and the Thompson family. 4th down and 4. Stith and St. Mike's back to the line. They're in the shotgun. They got Dominguez in motion. Man. And here come the Cardinals jumping off sides.
The whole timeout's what you've been talking about. Do not move.
And the whole Cardinal center of their defensive line jumps off sides, and that'll be a first down. Definitely not what we wanted.
That's what they wanted. That's what the Horsemen want. I think it almost seems like the Horsemen are riding horses the way they're trampling us.
Yep. Shout out to, I always want to say Coach Waddell, but Coach Ortiz now.
Yeah.
My former assistant coach from a state championship game in the pit. And so appreciate her listening. She always messages me some good info. So here we go. Stith going to take it, hand it right to the big man Johnson. He's rumbling, stumbling, ducks his head, runs over a Cardinal. And they take him down right about the mark needed for the first down, and they're going to say first down. So that'll make it 1st and 10 again at the 32-yard line. Man, this St. Mike's offense is just well balanced. They've got some big power and size. They run that power football with Pete Johnson.
This is probably the first series we've kind of slowed them down just a little bit, though, which might be a good sign for the Eunice Cardinals.
So with 11:15 to go here in the first half, they lead 13-0, and they've got the ball 1st and 10. Stith going to take the snap. The ball ends up on the ground. There's nobody running back there toward it. Stith's going to pick it up. He's trying to turn the corner around that left side, and they drag him down. That tackle was made by Grayson Meek. A great open field tackle there as he comes out of his linebacker position after that ball was snapped over the head of Stith. Chases him down for a huge loss all the way back across midfield to the 48. So definitely a big loss there for the Horsemen, and that might have been the break the Cardinals need to try to get back in this ball game. We will see.
Switch a little momentum maybe a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Man, it is a beautiful day. You know, in Eunice, when we have a beautiful day like this, it's 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Up here, it is beautiful. It's sunny. There's a few clouds in the sky, but it's about 70.
Feel like we've got a little AC going on.
Little cold breeze blowing through the booth here, and, man, I tell you, it's nice, and we've got a timeout on the field. St. Mike's takes another timeout with 10:16 to go here in the first half. The Cardinals trail St. Mike's 13-0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. And just to talk about some of these in my rows of sponsors, Thomas Welding, Justin Thomas. I wore his ball cap that he gave me for the volleyball game the other day. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Eunice Wrecker, John Dean, Maureen Davis, just great people, always helpful to the community. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, I'm sure they're here. T-Man Tyson Jones playing that middle linebacker for the Cardinals. Cardinal Hardware, the Davis and the Myers family. I posted a deal about the game earlier. They were quick to get on there and like it and shoot me some messages. And so, man, we appreciate them. Even though they're not always here anymore, they're always here. They're always involved. Debbie's Country Kitchen, Miss Debbie, she's watching and listening. We appreciate her and her staff.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe the best chips and salsa around.
It's good stuff.
Good breakfast, good food. St. Mike's takes the snap. Little bootleg to the left. They're going to heave it down the field. It's over the head of the intended receiver. The ball finds the ground. Ran that little fake run one way, then bootleg the other way, and then chunked it to that back post. But he overthrew it, so that makes it, what, third down?
And about 30.
Yeah, 25, 30 yards. That's a long dang ways.
Yeah, they got 30 on the scoreboard, so I'm going to go with that.
That sounds good to me. It's a long ways over there, I know that.
Maybe we'll finally see a punt. They'll probably get it on the 1 yard line.
It would be nice. It would be nice. We need a stop here. This is a big test for our defense. See if they can put our offense back on the field with maybe a little momentum here. Tyson Jones. The Cardinals getting ready. Here we go. Here comes the snap, trying to get through there. They push it over to the side. Our defensive back don't see the ball. And the St. Mike's fan wanting a pass interference call. They're not liking that call as the defensive back never turned his head back to look back. But the Eunice Cardinal fans are on their feet over there. They like it.
We'll take it.
And that'll make it a 4th and long. And it looks like the punt team for St. Mike's is coming onto the field.
This will be their first punt of the day.
You know, I got a roster when I got here for St. Mike's, and I'd also printed one out off Max Preps, and some of the numbers on the roster they gave me are different than the ones on the other, but it looks like this is Buster Salazar back to punt. He's a tall fella. And here comes the kick. It's a boomer down the field, pushing ahead. That ball's going to skip around, and it's down to the 15-yard line. The Cardinals aren't going to pick it up. It rolls dead, and about a 50-yard plus punt for St. Mike's. The Cardinals don't return it, and so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15. The Cardinals, every offensive possession, have started inside the 23. So several at right about the 20. This one back with the tip of the ball just inside the 15. So 1st and 10. 9:53 to go here in the first half. Melanson in the backfield with Meek to his left. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. They throw that little quick pass to that outside receiver. He gets wrapped up quick, but not before he picks up about 2 or 3. Trying to see the number there. I think that's going to be Lucas Lopez, the freshman. They'll give him about 3, so that makes it 2nd and 7. Back to the line quickly as the Cardinals. Man, my wife just sent me a deal saying George Lopez is up this way tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go watch some comedy.
Watch a little comedy. Get you some laughing there.
So Meek going to rush that one right up the middle. Might have picked up 1. So we'll make it 3rd and
about 5, maybe.
Yeah. So back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd, we'll call it a long 3. Melanson takes the snap, throws it over here to the side, trying to find a gap there, and he's going to pick up maybe 1 as he caught it, turned the corner. That was Zeke Garcia. Man, those defensive backs
quick to react.
are quick, and they're athletic kids, and it's like, Melanson did a really good job of looking that defensive back off, looking like he was going to throw, to the running back, and he looked him off and then threw that ball across his body right into the gap. But by the time Zeke made that catch and planted his feet, they were on him. And quick. So it looked like he would have 3 yards easy, but, man, they hit him in basically a gain of a foot.
Yeah.
And so the Eunice punt team back on the field already again here as Melanson takes the snap, and that's a high end-over-end punt. It's going to land just shy of the 50, and it almost hit a Horseman right in the back.
Yeah, that would have been good for us.
I mean, it missed him by a foot off his back foot, went sideways, and the St. Mike's Horsemen are going to take over right at midfield, 1st and 10. This has been the biggest difference, though. I mean, there's a lot of differences so far, but St. Mike's has had the ball with their possession almost every time right at midfield or better.
Yeah, they don't have too far to go.
No, it changes things when you can start with half the length of the field to go every time. There's no doubt about it. And so here we go. St. Mike's heads to the line of scrimmage. Kamal Stith in the shotgun. He's got the speedster, Isaiah Dominguez, just to his left. Looking around, calls a play, has a man in motion. That's Hollis. He takes the snap. He's just going to try to keep it. He popped in and then popped out. He's bobbing. He's weaving. He's still on his feet. And he's all the way down to about the 41-yard line.
Just shy of the 1st down, looks like where they marked it.
I concur.
Oh, they moved it back.
So they're going to make it 2nd and about 2. They said Zeke Garcia and Kyle Hacker on the tackle. And so that'll make it 2nd down and about 2. 7:30 to go here in the first half. So here we go. Stith He's got the speedster again, Dominguez to his left. Got a man in motion. That's Hollis. He's going to hand it to Hollis this time. Hollis trying to find a gap. He's going to push forward and easily get the first down. And that'll make it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They're going to mark it at the 38. Reminder, at the half, we will have our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient this week, brought to you by Outlaw Grill and Johnny Robertson.
Thank you, Johnny.
Absolutely. Went in there. He's got that new menu going right now.
Yeah.
Went in there and ate lunch this week. And so back to the line quickly this time is Stith and the Horsemen. He's got a man in motion. He's going to take the snap, fakes the handoff to the man in motion, runs a little option over to Dominguez on the right side. Dominguez bobbing, weaving, still on his feet, all the way inside the 30 down to the 26, where it'll be 1st down, St. Mike's. That youngster's got some wheels on him.
Yeah, he does. He's got some wheels, and he's tough, too. Tough to bring down.
Reminds me of like a Matthew Aguilar type of runner. Just shifty, turns the corner, gets going, runs, plants that foot, gets you leaning one way, plants a foot, goes the other way. 6:25 to go here in the first half. St. Mike's back to the line of scrimmage. Stith at the line. Looking around, going to take the snap. Fakes the handoff, and he's just going to go with that quarterback keeper right out the middle. He popped inside and then went to the left. Flags all over everywhere. Got to be holding or blocking the back. As that ball changed directions, you know, a lot of times you get your lineman blocking one side of the defender, and then the running back cuts back and goes the other way, and now the lineman will see that out of the corner of his eye, the guy going the opposite way, and the only way to get in front of him is to grab him.
Yeah.
And so
it's just you can't almost stop yourself. You just reach out and grab him.
Yeah, it's tough. Either that or you let him go kill your quarterback. And so a lot of times you reach out and grab. So that'll make it 1st and 20. Ball now about the 36-yard line as we scooted them back on the penalty. St. Mike's in the huddle. Kamal Stith, the quarterback, breaks the huddle, brings him to the line. He's got the speedster Dominguez to his right. Got a little slot back over to the left. Might be Johnson, can't tell from the side. Got the wide receiver in motion, fakes the handoff to him, looking down the field. Got a man that's got his guy beat. They throw it to the short route, and that's going to find the turf. That was number 8, Ryan Hunt, who it was intended for, and he was hunting for that catch.
Like one of them basketball one bounces, right?
Yeah. Little bounce pass.
Yeah.
Speaking of basketball, been trying to get a lot of the former Eunice Lady Cardinals. I don't care what sport, basketball, volleyball, softball, track.
Yep.
You know, some of you that, played, especially those standouts is who we're looking for, but I'll take any of you. It doesn't matter. We're putting together one of those videos like we play sometimes in the football games where it'll say like, this is your name, and then at the end, and we'll say, and we are the Lady Cardinals, and we'll put it together and start playing
like
for some
football,
of our girls' games. Yep. So quarterback Stith on the little keeper around this left side, and coming through with a great tackle was Jesse Ornales, who just ran right through a block and hit Stith, and then he gets up limping.
Kind of slow up.
Yeah, and I believe that was Maverick Osborne in there with him, and he's pointing to the coaching staff on the side saying, hey, right here, Jesse might be hurt. So Jesse heads to the sideline, and they send somebody in for him.
So we got 3rd and about 22.
Multiple subs coming on and off the field for the Cardinals. I saw Maldonado, one of those, Avon Maldonado.
Hustle, boys, hustle.
Zeke Garcia is going to bounce over here to our side. It's 3rd down and a long ways. Big play for the Cardinals. Rolling to his right is Stith. He's got a man sitting right in the middle that was open for a second. They're trying to get to him. Here goes a hold. They throw it across the middle. That ball gets deflected. A great play there. I think that's Ben Oliveras.
Oh, we just need to turn that down.
I would say they're going to turn it down. Ben Oliveras, man, the youngster, he's a freshman. He had a great game last week. I wasn't there last week, but I heard his name a lot.
Yep.
And he makes a really nice diving play right there to get his hand right in between the receiver and the ball.
Because that would have probably been close to a 1st down if he'd got a hold of it.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We got to flag back here.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, shout out to Ginger McCaslin. Says it's the grandson's first birthday.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Bree and Ginger and all the gang, and happy birthday to the grandbaby. Them grandbabies are special.
Oh, yeah. I got one of my own.
So St. Mike's going to go for it, 4th and 25-ish. They're inside Cardinal territory, and they're going to take a shot. Stith back in the backfield, looking down the field. He floats it to that opposite side, and he's got a man who beats him in the backfield. And they're going to catch it in the back corner of the end zone. A 45-yard touchdown pass from Stith. Trying to see who that was over there. Couldn't tell for sure. I think that's number 8, Ryan Hunt. And so the Cardinals now dig a deeper hole.
Yeah.
I guess St. Mike's and the Horsemen are the ones doing the digging.
They're digging. We're just following
in it. So St. Mike's back to kick. The kick is up, and it is good.
So that'll make it 20.
20-0. The Cardinals trail here early. We're still just a little over midway through the second quarter. Cardinals definitely struggling here early. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
And my wife a while ago said she asked the dog. I was looking over here, and he goes, rough.
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 That's it.
So anyway,
that's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke. So Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Barker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Thomas Welding, Eunice Wrecker, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Badger Hydrovac, and Eunice Health Clinic. Don't forget, these sponsors are what makes this whole thing possible. Everybody that didn't want to drive the 50 hours, it seemed like 50, it was really about 5 or 6 to get here.
You know, when Bob Woolley, a former, a Eunice Cardinal alumni graduate, he was a state representative based out of Roswell.
Right.
And when I first got into the judicial system, Bob Woolley and David Gallegos had a house up here that was somebody that Woolley had known for years. And anyway, as a mansion up here on the side of Santa Fe, and they would both stay up here. And Woolley retired from the legislature and got out, and then shortly thereafter, I think the people that owned that house were from California or something. They came back, and that house was no longer available. But anyway, it was a neat place. So here we go. 4:32 to go. Taking that, I believe, was Lopez. He's going to run it right up the middle. Plows forward to the 30, maybe a little past the 30, maybe the 31. That may be the best field position that we've had all day.
We need it. And it'd be nice to just get something moving and get on the board before halftime. That's what we really like to do here.
Shout out to Bob Woolley and Senator now, David Gallegos.
Yes, sir. One of our school board members as well.
Yep, absolutely. Great folks from our part of the state come up here and fight in this town for us. So the Cardinals and Melanson back to the line of scrimmage, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Melanson takes the snap, looking down the field, trying to find somebody. He's under pressure. Flags are going to fly. That's going to be a hold. And Melanson just going to throw it out of bounds.
So that'll start as first and 20.
Yeah, we're going to scoot back. I'm assuming that's going to be the call. And they are saying to scoot them back. So it's going to be holding on the Cardinals, and there we go the other direction. In our pregame, we talked about the keys to victory for the Cardinals, and one of them was controlling that line of scrimmage. You got to, against a team of this caliber, you got to control that line of scrimmage. You got to control it against anybody, but this team's just got a lot higher caliber line than what we've been dealing with up to this point in the year. So.
Well, we've been pretty good at adjusting at half, so hopefully we can hang in there now, and then maybe at half we got some adjustments coming up.
So Melanson in the backfield. He's all by himself in the shotgun. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Melanson takes the snap. It was almost over his head again, trying to find him a gap. He does. Oh, and he got grabbed up on the face mask, and here comes flags late. And
Flags are
the
out.
official from the far side throws the flag. The one that was standing right there by
Didn't
him
throw it.
did not throw
And
the
some
flag.
of the
In fact,
the fans
he made
here are not liking that call.
He made a signal that he thought he grabbed him around the shoulder pads. And
I was
so
thinking
there's
it's closer to a horse collar, but I don't know.
There's a discussion here. We'll see what the call is. The St. Mike's fans are not happy. They are screaming and hollering. Maybe the rowdiest I've heard them get.
Well, it might be. I mean, we didn't even get a. So, we're first down and about 5 now.
Yeah, we'll call it a long 5, maybe 6. Ball now about the 36-yard line. Eunice marches off the penalty. Under 4 minutes to go. First and maybe 6. Melanson takes the snap, looks around. There's a holding call. He's got a man, and that is Lord. And Lord makes a great catch right as Coach Jackson slings his hat to the turf and thought about stomping on it because they're going to bring it all the way back.
Plus 10.
As Lord, he dropped a couple today, but I guarantee you he caught that one in traffic over the shoulder and got smacked and held on to it. A great throw, a great catch, and we get a holding call, and now everybody will.
So now we're back to 1st and 15?
Yes.
My goodness.
It's going to scoot them way back.
That's like having 3 Mondays in a row, isn't it? 3 first down.
In the basketball world, you call that a makeup call. However, I didn't see it. I don't know whether it happened or not.
Somebody hollered holding, so they probably seen something
they probably
that we didn't
did
see.
then. But it went one way a while ago, and now we go the other way. So it's 1st and probably 14 again. Man in motion is Lopez. Melanson takes the snap. They were trying to set up the screen.
Just couldn't get there.
And they couldn't get there. And now a late flag comes in as they're going to call this lineman for Eunice, illegal man downfield, as they were trying to set the screen up.
Right.
And the young man was trying to push ahead. And it took forever for the screen to set up. In fact, the screen never got set up. The line was over there, and I don't know if the receiver got caught up in the traffic or what, but it never got set up, and so Melanson just heaved it out of bounds, and they're going to call that penalty on the lineman being down, but St. Mike's coach has just waved it off. And so here comes Coach Jackson and the Eunice Cardinals. They're going to take a timeout. Jackson's pulling his hat off and reaching at his head.
Man, we finally get something going. Somebody hold or something.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's tough. I'll give a shout out to these sponsors right quick while we're on this little break. Eunice Health Clinic, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Wrecker, Thomas Welding, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, and Eunice Pump and Supply, all of our proud sponsors making this all possible here for your Normark Broadcasting. If we didn't have the sponsors, we wouldn't be here.
We appreciate you. Shout out to Perry Kimple listening from North Central Washington State.
Thanks for listening.
Definitely. A lot of folks sending me messages. Jacob Mendoza said the lens has a small haze on it. Might want to wipe it down.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it at halftime. I don't want to mess it up. I've been seeing.
Mr. Gary Ray, we appreciate you listening. Morgan Pascal says sounds good on her end. Tasha Pilcher, we hear you. We appreciate you.
Thanks for listening.
Says Catherine Diosdado. Number 66 family in Wisconsin, Texas, North Carolina, and Georgia all are watching. Thank you, guys, and they hear us. So Melanson trying to find a space. He turns it around the left side, and he's going to be close to a first down as he gets out of bounds. And Melanson doing it with his feet and about a 15, 16-yard pickup. And depending on where oh, no, man, that's a terrible spot.
3rd and about. Probably a long 4.
Man, I thought he had the first down easy from here.
I did too.
And they spotted him 5 yards short. Man, we are high up here because that's not what I saw. So 3:14 to go here in the first half. And
what now?
Not sure what happened here. They stopped play to tell one of the Eunice receivers, I think, to put his mouthpiece in his mouth. The back judge back here called it, and then the front one told him something, and so here we go. So here we go, back to the line. Melanson takes the snap.
Oh, my
he
goodness.
hands it to, I think that was Meek.
And he just tripped.
Was that Meek? I believe it
yeah,
is.
number
And
5,
Meek trips over Melanson's feet.
Oh, my goodness.
And falls for a loss. And Jackson's hat, that poor hat.
He's going to need a new hat by the end of
telling
this
you,
game.
he may need a Hefe's hat by the time the game's over, because he just slammed that hat on the ground, and one of the players over there picked it up.
I said, what did I do to you?
Now he's got his hands on his knees, and Eunice is going to go for it.
Oh, my
Fourth
goodness.
down and a long 5. Ball about the 36. Melanson in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looking down the field. He feels pressure. He's trying to turn the corner, and he gets dropped in the backfield. And the Cardinals are going to turn it over on downs deep in their own territory.
About 30.
Yep.
And with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock, the Horsemen will start on the 30-yard line of Eunice.
Just got a message from the Hobbs News Sun and my buddy Jason. He says that Peter Stein and the Hobbs News Sun are watching. So we appreciate the Hobbs News Sun watching.
Yes, sir. Thanks for watching.
Definitely.
Listening.
And then I got folks saying that the video and everything is good on their end. That is the Dietrichs.
Yeah, I think I have a little, it looks almost like a smudge.
Becky and John, shout out to them. John's birthday, I think, was either today or yesterday. It's within the last few days. I was driving home from work the other day, saw him on the side of the road doing yard work for somebody. Hard-working fella.
That's just him.
Shout out to him. Happy birthday. Shout out to the Dietrichs. Great people. Melanson. Stith takes the snap. He hands it off to the big man Johnson. Johnson is rumbling, stumbling, and that's a big Johnson right there. As he pushed himself all the way down inside the 15-yard line to about the 13. I used to have them shirts back when I was young, and that guy needs one.
Yeah.
As he took it all the way deep inside the 20 to about the 13-yard line. 224.
They call him
Cardinals. The Cardinals are back on their heels again inside the 20 at about the 18. St. Mike's offense driving again here late in the first half, trying to put 6 more on the board, and the Cardinals defense, who's been out there a lot, trying to get a stop. Stith in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff one way, then gives it to Dominguez. Dominguez is pushing for the goal line. He's all the way down inside the 5 and to about the 2. Isaiah Dominguez running crazy on the Cardinals.
First down and goal. And a minute and 48 left.
Man, I tell you, that sun got behind a cloud and that breeze coming through.
Yeah.
I got a long sleeve shirt on. It's cold.
Well, I got shorts on today.
Oh, yeah, but you're different.
But I'm a little different.
No, I'm telling you. You're different. You remind me of my dad when I was a kid. In the winters, he'd walk around in his shorts and whatnot, and I just...
And I even take blood thinners. I'm a blood thin.
He also had that AC cranked at like 65, 66 all day, and in the winter, the windows open, and anyway, my wife has ruined me from that. They're going to hand it right up the middle to Johnson. Johnson bounces to the outside, jumps into the end zone, and Pete Johnson slams it deep into our goal as he puts 6 more on the board with 1:12 remaining here in the first half. Santa Fe scores again.
The Horsemen. They're getting ready to set up for the point after the 1-point play. They got a pretty good little kicker there.
Yeah, and it seems like they've had a couple of different kickers in the game. I don't know if they've got kickers, and then, see, that's a different kicker that's been kicking, and he's going to put it through. Hard to see that number. I was trying to. Anyway, the Cardinals now trail 27-0. It is 0-27, and the Cardinals getting taken out to the proverbial woodshed.
Talk about these sponsors right quick. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian Candida, Badger Hydrovac, Mr. Shane Williams, City of Eunice, Mayor Billy Hobbs, Shannon Cummings, and all the staff. Debbie's Country Kitchen, Miss Debbie, cooking it up, having it cooked up, but she can do it herself too. Been there when she's done it. Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica. Eunice Record, John Dean and the real boss, Maureen Davis. Thomas Welding, Mr. Justin Thomas. Guns Up Service, Thompson Family, Outlaw Grill, Johnny Robertson, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Dale Bettis, Stacy Pop, Parker Energy, Mr. Brett and Penny, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, Eunice Public Schools, and Eunice Pump and Supply, Nogelmeyer and Matthews families.
So St. Mike's to kick off. They lead 27-0, 1:12 remaining in the first half. Back to kickoff for St. Mike's, trying to tell exactly who that is, and I'm just not sure. They're going to boom it deep. Lord going to take it about the 7-yard line, trying to find some space, and he gets hammered down about the 20. Kind of went down awkward as he got hit from every angle he could get hit from, and he got up holding an arm. And definitely one thing we don't need, and he looks like he's hurt. Lord's heading off the field, and he's grabbing his arm. See, he's going to run off the field.
You got to go over and find some dirt and rub on it, don't he?
And Lord's holding that right arm, and he's got it dangling down, and now he's picking it up and looking like it's injured for sure.
Maybe he just got a stinger. That's what we'll hope for.
1:07 to go. Melanson in the backfield. He takes the snap, hands it right up the middle. Pushing through is Jesse Ornelas. He's still on his feet. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Kept pushing. Stayed on his feet. Ends up with about a 3-yard gain. Probably ran 20 yards as he was going sideways at some point while they were all piled on
Trying to keep it moving.
Shout out to Shelly Dean. Yep, and I agree with you, Shelly. My dad and your dad, 2 peas in a pod. It was his birthday a couple days ago. Shout out to my Uncle Skinny looking down from above, and Melanson going to get taken down in the backfield. Huge loss again, and Jackson's hat is back on his head, but he took it off again and swung it around and then put it back down on his head.
So did I throw it down or not? Nah, just put it back on my head.
My wife's always listening to those. She reads a lot of books about leadership and all that kind of stuff. And on the way up here, she was listening to one of those audio books.
Yeah.
And I heard a quote that kind of caught my attention. It said, mismanagement is often the accidental procedure of outdated habits. And I thought this is the way we do it because we've always done it that way.
The grandfather clause?
Man, that just caught my attention. And so, of course, I wasn't using my phone while I was driving, but I immediately grabbed my my device and had to put that in there. And I thought, man, that's a good one.
Yeah,
so,
that is a good one.
Anyway, pretty neat stuff. We've got a timeout on the field. Looks like we got about 12 seconds remaining in this first half. The Cardinals trail here, 27-0. If anybody has any other, I hadn't got any, but any other updates on how any of the other youth football teams or youth cheerleading teams did this morning, I hadn't heard anything. Of course, my daughter Jada and their group, Bryce, was sending me information, letting me know, they were letting me know how that group was doing, and I know they got the big win over Kermit.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
Got some good youngsters out there, and Jade will have to send me their roster or something. I'll talk about some of those youngsters on the air here. Get their name mentioned. As it's third down, we'll call it 16. As Melanson's in the shotgun all by himself. You got quads, 4 wide receivers out here wide to the right, 1 to the left. Melanson takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's looking down the field. He throws it toward Lord, who's back in the game. Yep. The ball goes a little high and outside. He got a finger on it, but couldn't drag it in. And so now it's 4th and long, way back there with our back on the goal line. And so here comes the punt team. With it looks like 16 seconds. It seemed like it was 12 a while ago. Oh, you know what? They
went back
time.
up to 21.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was going to say they added time to the clock because that's more than the last play.
I wish it would have been 12 now.
Yes. So here comes the St. Mike's punt return team. Once again, reminder at the half, we will have our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient this week, brought to you by Outlaw Grill and Johnny Robertson. And we've got an official out there tying the shoe.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The white hat of all of them. He's the boss.
Yeah,
nice.
for sure.
Appreciate it.
So here we go. Melanson takes the snap. It's
Nice
a booming punt high over to the left side. They're going to let it bounce. It's still bouncing, and grabbing it as it went out of bounds is Hasiel. And that ball's going to be all the way across midfield down to about the 44.
And 8 seconds left on the clock.
They're going to spot it at the 45. I tell you what, one thing about up here in Santa Fe that's a little different, I mean, anywhere you go back in our area, you get a little whiff too. But up here, occasionally, you know, you got that pinon smell, but occasionally up here you get some Colorado smell that floats right through the middle of the booth.
I kind of noticed that.
And you're like, man, we're at the school, but you know, I guess it is what it is now in New Mexico. But I'm like, good Lord, every now and then I start talking like Snoop Dogg. I'm like, for shizzle, you know, and whatnot. But anyway, here we go. 8 seconds to go. Here in this first half, St. Mike's on the field. Ball spotted about the 45-yard line. The Eunice defense on the field again, been out there a bunch. Stith takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolling to his right side. He gets hit as he lets it go. Pushing through the line was Maverick Osborne, who puts the pressure on him.
3 more seconds.
The ball finds the turf, and we've still got 3 seconds. We've ran 4 or 5 plays when
with
12 seconds was on there at one point. So
I got the finger on the trigger, so that's a quick reflex. Bap, bap, bap.
So it says 3 seconds, so we will see if we get
so
2 more plays.
2, 3 more plays
out of this one. So in all fairness, they've been really good to us here.
Yes.
I think what happened, like you said a while ago, is they put some more time.
Yeah.
They put some more time on the clock, but it was 3 or 4 plays ago. There was 12 seconds, and we're down to 3 now. But like I said, I believe
we ran a play, punted it. They ran a play. Now we're still got 3 seconds.
Yeah. So here we go. They take the snap. Looking down the field is Stith, trying to get somebody open and giving some time. He's past the line. He's going to head down the field, stays on his feet, hurdles a guy, and then gets knocked out of bounds.
Knocked 2 of our guys out of bounds and kept going. Then he finally fell out of bounds.
The flags come in late.
Somebody said something or another.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if that wasn't on us.
Yeah, if there's a flag on the defense, they'll get another
Unless
play.
Unless it's after the play, maybe.
No, if it's on the defense, they'll get another play. But the Eunice Cardinals are running off the field, so I think they're going to decline it. I think the call was the hurdling.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about that. You know, it's like some games they call it, some they don't. But Eunice declines the penalty, and so at the half, your score. St. Mike's 27, Eunice 0, and we will head into the half. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into our Eunice Public School employee spotlight here.
Real quick, don't everybody panic or anything. I'm going to try to clean this lens, so it's going to look goofy for a minute, y'all. So just listen to Jimmy. Don't watch. Close your eyes.
I was going to say we can just wait. That might make it easier for everybody, but
a little smudge or something.
All right, so Charlie's cleaning cameras here with his finger in a T-shirt. That's how Charlie rolls.
I don't have no lens wipes.
All right.
Finally got a good lens, though.
You got that wide-angle lens. Anyway, so here we go. Each week during football season, our broadcast recognizes the amazing men and women who make the Eunice Public Schools the greatest public school in New Mexico. Tonight, we welcome and recognize another young lady, an amazing lady, that has made the Eunice schools a better place. Every interaction that I've ever had with her has been a positive one. She has those qualities that make Eunice, Eunice. Hardworking, caring, considerate, dedicated, in it for the right reasons, and all about kids. I see her at various events around the community, sports, academics, FFA. She's always happy, always positive. I've never not seen her where it looks like she's in a good mood. There are folks that look like they're always irritated. She's definitely not one of those.
Yep.
She's jumped into FFA the last few years with both feet under the leadership of Mr. Gaskins. She and the FFA program have exploded onto the scene in Eunice. Only a few years ago, FFA didn't even exist in our community. Well, that's no longer the case. In fact, several kids have used it as an avenue to college, and numerous kids, including my own, have used it to grow and improve as great young people in our schools. You want to see some great kids? Look no farther than that Eunice FFA program. Shout out to Mr. Gaskins and all those that help him with that program, a lot of our community members, several of our sponsors. And so tonight, today's recipient is a huge part of all of that, an integral part. I recently went to the parent-teacher meetings at the middle school and visited with all of Brandon's teachers. She welcomed me with a smile. She was positive. She knew exactly what she was talking about. She had her ducks in a row. She knew details about my kid, his strong points, his areas that might need improvement. She was positive. She asked about my family, my wife, and asked if there was anything she could do to help make our kids' experience better. Just a pleasure, a complete pleasure to interact with, definitely. I spoke with some who work and interact with her regularly, and I was told things like, quote, she's absolutely amazing with kids, end quote. Another quote, she's great in the classroom. She's dependable. If we need her for anything, she's the first to raise her hand and volunteer. Matt Coy said this, if there's a hospitality room or potluck, her cinnamon rolls are a hit. And so cardinal virtues, kindness, respect, a helping hand, service to others, and putting others above self. Tonight we spotlight Miss Tara Webb, always willing to help others, a positive example for our youth, positive interaction every single time. Miss Tara Webb, you will receive an Outlaw gift card thanks to Johnny Robertson, and thanks Johnny and Outlaw. Thank you, Tara Webb, for being awesome.
Congratulations.
This week's Employee Spotlight recognizes Tara Webb. Congratulations, Tara. Eat some great food at Outlaw Grill.
All right. Well deserved. That's good. Good stuff.
So Miss Webb is our Employee Spotlight recipient. We recognize her, we appreciate her and all that she does. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit here in the capital city of Santa Fe. And so we will send it over for a quick word from our sponsors. You're listening to Nullmark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
Around here, we work hard on the field, in the classroom, and in life. And companies like Parker Energy, they're in our corner. Since 2006, they've delivered expert transport, pump truck, back truck, and disposal services. But more than that, they've supported us. Our schools, our sports, our future. Thanks, Parker Energy, for showing up and believing in what we can do.
Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember. Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of the Eunice community and the Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 15 years and is family owned and operated. Located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice, Guns Up is your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tank, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on the Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Outlaw Grill, the perfect spot for family dinners and date nights. Craving something extraordinary? Outlaw Grill serves up delicious fire-grilled steaks, fresh seafood, and authentic Italian pasta, flavors you won't find anywhere else. Dine in or call ahead for a quick and easy gourmet meal in Hobbs, 575-392-2012, or the Eunice location, 575-942-2466. Proudly supporting Lee County athletics and academics, Outlaw Grill is your go-to for great food and community spirit. Come taste the difference at Outlaw Grill today. This message is fired up and fueled by Redbird LP Gas Company. Bart Parker, class of 71 and proud state champ in both basketball and baseball, and the whole awesome crew at Redbird are cheering loud for the Eunice Cardinals. Whether it's academics or athletics, Redbird knows you're giving it your all, and Redbird sees your determination. Balancing books and the ball field isn't easy, but you're doing it with heart, hustle, and pride. Redbird is proud of you, Cardinals. Keep soaring. From Bart Parker and the Redbird crew, behind you all the way. Go Redbirds! For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Eunice Wrecker and Rental offers professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light, medium-duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. We have 20-plus years of experience. We are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental is currently hiring Class A CDL and regular drivers for the wrecking yard. Eunice Wrecker, located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248 in Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live in Santa Fe. And, man, the Cardinals had a rough half. There's no doubt about it. They trailed 27-0. They had some chances, had some shots. Couple of receivers, in stride, headed for the end zone. Balls in and out of their hands. Had about a 45, 50-yard pickup. just in the second quarter where it got called back because of a holding.
Some tough breaks.
Yeah, a bunch of things didn't go their way. They trailed by 27. Don't get me wrong. This St. Mike's team is absolutely amazing, and they're tough as nails.
Oh, yeah.
The Cardinals had a couple of chances to be a little closer than what they are. Easily could have had at least 2 touchdowns on the board, dropped in stride, running down the field that would have made it, at least 12 to 27.
Yes,
and
I'm
so
on the board anyway.
Just couldn't get it done, couldn't finish it off. And so, anyway, wanted to shout out to Bryce Jenkins. He sent me that roster of that team that with the big win today over Kermit. That's Rosin Miller, Jordan Miller, that's Chester and Randy's son and daughter. Sammy Pargas, Lucas's younger brother. Cody, Ellie Oliveras, Jesse and Ben's sister. Little Johnny Parker, Kaylee Parker's son. And so that's some of that group. And then I had a Lovington, a former Eunice Cardinal, Alex Zamora, that sent me some scores on some of those other youth games. The Eunice Cardinals, the group that we just talked about, beat Kermit 36-0.
Yep.
Let's see here.
That's a whooping.
Yes, it is. And then the Eunice Cardinals, the little bit older group, beat Denver City 7-6. So also in those little games, shout out to them. The Hobbs Eagles beat the Jow Panthers 20-0 in one of the age groups.
Yep.
Lovington Wildcats beat Seminole 33-0. That's one age group. Another Lovington group beat Hobbs 26-0. And the Jow Panthers beat Hobbs Black 24-12. So shout out to Alex Zamora for sending us that. We definitely appreciate you. And so, anyway.
Hey, one more shout out. This is my grandson standing here. I know he plays in Seminole, but the 7th grade A team that he's on Thursday beat Leveland 16-0.
Awesome.
So
we're going to get him in some red and white one of these days. One of these days.
I've had a rope around him and bringing him. My daughter cuts it every time. We'll keep working at it.
So the Cardinals and the Horsemen back out on the field, warming up, getting ready to go. I got to tell you, and we talk about this from time to time, but I bet we've had at least 3 administrators from St. Mike's that have come over and introduced themselves, athletic directors, principals.
And they've been here 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
each.
man, each. At least 6 times since we've been here, they've offered us drinks, snacks.
Candy
Do you
bars.
need anything? It seems like every 5 minutes somebody comes over and says, man, thank you guys. They're telling us that they got a lot of Santa Fe folks that are watching and listening, so shout out to them.
Appreciate y'all listening.
Before the game, we had a whole crowd around us over here saying that they always get a kick out of watching our games, even when it's not St. Mike's playing, that some of them watch and tune into our games and telling stories about different things they heard us say and laughing. And anyway.
Well, we like to have a good time. That's it.
Absolutely. And we appreciate those folks. Last year when we played St. Mike's, I had a bunch of people that I knew from northern New Mexico that reached out after the game and said that they had been watching and really enjoyed the broadcast. So we appreciate it. It's what is so cool about our community. We have it. It's free, paid for by those sponsors that we talk about in every single game. And so just such a neat deal. So the Cardinals are out there on the field ready to kick off. There's still 2 minutes and 30 seconds showing on the clock. And so St. Mike's and their coaching staff over here still visiting.
Well, I'll go ahead and run down a sponsor since you mentioned them right quick before they get out there. Eunice Health Clinic, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Wrecker, Thomas Welding, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline LLC, Parker Energy, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, and Eunice Pump and Supply. Thank you all.
We couldn't do it without you. Talking about those little youth kids a while ago playing football over there today in Hobbs, as they had that Eunice or that whatever they call it, West Texas Youth League, whatever. It's become a lot Lee County schools now, where it used to be a lot more Texas schools. But anyway, it's amazing how many of those kids on that roster that was sent to me earlier either have ties to our sponsors or to these players that are out here playing.
Right.
And so shout out to all of them. We appreciate you. And if anybody has rosters from those older groups, send them to me. I'll shout out to them as well. So here we go, Eunice to kick off.
It's our first kickoff.
I think so. They do the little bouncer over to the right side, picking it up back there. That may be Dominguez as he's trying to turn the corner, and he does. He's still on his feet, and they're going to drag him to the ground. A big, big run there, trying to see. I think that's number 5, and I don't think I have a 5. If so, it's Roman Barrera. I have it on that roster, and so Roman Barrera with a big, big run back on that kickoff return. 11:52 to go here in the third. St. Mike's leads 27-0, and that Cardinal defense that played so much in the first half is back out on the field. This St. Mike's team, man, the wide receivers, the running back, the quarterback, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism. You can just see it, and man, they've given us some fits. So here they go into the spread offense. They're going to run that little throwback, and they've got a wide open. I believe that's Dominguez. He's bobbing and weaving a good open field tackle there by Lord, and could have very easily been a touchdown. Lord was able to get in front of him, slow him down, wrap him up, and drag him to the turf at about the 22-yard line, where St. Mike's will have it 1st and 10.
Just glad Lord's okay after that episode earlier.
Yeah, I thought he had injured that arm bad the way he was dangling it and hanging it. And
I think he just got like a little stinger, they call it. They would call it a stinger.
Yeah, I called that hitting my funny bone, but it never was very funny.
Never was funny. Funny to everybody else.
Yep. So 1st and 10, ball at about the 22-yard line. St. Mike's offense back. They're running that little pistol back formation. Stith. He's got Dominguez behind him, and they're going to hand it to the big man right up the middle. That's Pete Johnson, and he bounces it out to the left. And then
that man just hard to tackle right there.
One of the Eunice coaches went to jumping up and down and bobbing and weaving. I wasn't sure what happened, but then he just went to normal and put his headset back on, and not sure what he saw, but man.
I think he was going, wrap him up, or something like that.
I don't know. That was a good play on that outside to keep the big man from turning the corner out there. He did pick up about 2. Ball now spotted about the 20-yard line. Nose of it looks like it's touching the 20. 11:05 on the clock. 2nd and about 8. Stith. And there's flags flying everywhere, and they're going to call false start on St. Mike's. So some sort of movement. And that'll scoot them back. So the St. Mike's Horsemen scooting back. And so they'll make it 2nd. We'll call it 13. Ball now about the 25-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Stith in the shotgun with the pistol back behind him. He's got Johnson beside him. He fakes the handoff to Dominguez. He's going to roll to his right, and they're going to throw it back to them again. And they've got him in the corner, and he makes a great catch in the corner despite getting hit. He takes it down and puts 6 more points on the board, and they score again.
I guess that hit's okay. They're trying to knock it loose, right?
Yeah.
So that's not a
No, he hit him trying to knock it loose, and so anyway, it's now 33-0 up here in the Capitol, and we're getting worn out.
That hurts just to look at it.
It's kind of, down in our part of the state, sometimes you look up here in Santa Fe and say, man, they sock it to us every time. And
they're still socking it to us.
In this game, they're socking it to us. 33-0. Here comes the whole Eunice team. It looked like they got an early start, but they're not going to get there. But the kick is no good.
Okay, we'll take it.
And so
every little bit helps.
Yes. So that makes it 33-0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to these sponsors again: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Schools, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Thomas Welding, Eunice Wrecker, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones. Had to give a shout out to them. Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Miss Debbie, City of Eunice, Badger Hydrovac, Mr. Shane Williams, and Eunice Health Clinic. Thanks for sponsoring. If you didn't do it, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't be here today, so we appreciate y'all.
Yep, absolutely. Long drive up here.
Yeah.
Took off early this morning. My wife and I were up probably about 5 o'clock, and we didn't leave till closer to 6, but stopped in Roswell, got a little breakfast on the run. And
now we left about the same time, but
you
passed me before we got here.
Well, probably
after stopping eating breakfast.
That's probably
I'm
true.
not gonna trying to say nothing, but
yeah, because we already went and got our hotel and got checked in. So Lopez going to take the kickoff. He's headed right up the middle, the freshman, and he gets met and knocked to the ground just past the 25. And so they're going to say spotted him about the 23-yard line, 10:53. And man, when I lean out and just look back over toward those mountains, it is just beautiful.
Yep.
Golly,
the clouds, kind of some puffy little clouds.
Blue sky. That fresh air blowing through here is cool, and it is, man, it's just so nice.
If we could bring some of this weather down there to our neck of the woods, that'd be great.
Some of these trees and mountains.
A couple of mountains, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's just beautiful here today. I mean, you can see like the Sandias, I'm assuming, back over that way. You got all these mountains just north of Santa Fe. I mean, golly, it's just nice. They're going to hand it to Meek right up the middle. He's trying to find him a gap.
Yeah,
he did push forward and picks up maybe 4. And so Meek with about a 4-yard pickup. That'll make it second. We'll call it a long 6. Might have been a pickup closer to 3. We'll see. Yeah. So anyway, we'll call it second and a long 6, short 7. And so Melanson back to the line of scrimmage. He's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. He's looking down the field. He's under pressure, trying to find some space, throws it down the field, and the ball's going to go out of bounds.
And he was out of the what? Tackle box?
Out of the tackle box, yeah. Yeah. And so
somebody sent me a picture of a tackle box the other day. I think it was Rosie.
Yeah, probably was. He usually talks a little trash. I think there's people out there that think I talk a little trash. Rosie talks more trash than all of us, and he's, but
he'll talk trash and say, "My name is Charlie Fairbanks."
Yeah, well, he'll do it and push mute.
Yeah.
Or do it in between quarters and not on the air, where I just say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he's not with us, so we're thinking about you, Rosie.
Yep.
Melanson in the backfield by himself. Looked like they've got the blitz coming, and then they pulled it back. Melanson throws it over the right side. A catch made right at the first down marker. They're going to give him the catch. A nice diving catch there.
First down.
That's 14. That's Zeke Garcia. He gets his hands under the ball, and it'll make it first down for Eunice. Hadn't had too many of those, so it's nice to have one.
That's something to celebrate right now.
Yes. 10:05 showing on the clock. It's 1st and 10, ball about the 36. Melanson takes the snap, tries to set up a little screen pass, was under pressure. Little hitch route. I think he was trying to get it to Hasiel.
Yeah, them little passes like that hadn't been working at all today. Them guys are quick, man.
Well, and they're playing real tight out there on that one side as far as up on our receivers. So those quick passes and those defensive backs, I'm telling you, those kids have some speed and athleticism.
I wonder if they play track.
They're up in I ain't never seen anybody play track, but they might have.
What do you do, run it?
Run track.
There you go.
Yeah, you could play it, though, I guess.
Oh.
And they take Meek down in the backfield. That's, there's like an ongoing saying that you always see at gyms that you don't play boxing.
Yeah.
You know,
either box or you don't.
You either box or you don't. You don't play boxing. I owned a gym for years in Hobbs called The Works, and they have a big sign on the wall now that says we don't play fighting or play boxing.
Right.
So Melanson takes the snap, looking down the field. He throws that one over the head of Lord, picked off, pushing back down the field. And that ball was intercepted by number 19, Braden Hollis.
After the play.
I think they're going to call him for maybe a face mask.
A horse collar, maybe a face. Yep, he's pointing to his face.
They're talking about it, whether it was a hand to the face or a grabbing of the face mask. So we'll see what they.
Face mask.
Yeah, see how they. It's a
Yeah,
5
5
yard,
yard.
so it was the hand to the face mask. And so, anyway, after the INT, the interception, St. Mike's will take over 1st and 10 deep in Cardinal territory, and the Cardinals are in a pickle here, there's no doubt. Yep, and got a message here from Coach Crowley, and I agree with you. I appreciate you, Coach. Taking that snap is Stith, rolling to his left, looking down the field. He's got a man trying to run that little corner post, cutting back, and now he's just going to cut it and run up the field, and he's going to pick up about 10. See where they spot him. I think they're going to spot him a couple of yards short. And so, oh no, they're not. They're going to mark him. They're going to mark him past the first down marker, so that'll make it 1st and 10. Ball now going to be inside the 15, close to the 14. Going to set it up on that right hash. A rough night last night for the Hobbs Eagles as they took a big loss.
They was at home? Or?
I believe they were playing Las Cruces. I think it was in Las Cruces, but I'm not 100% certain. So back in the backfield, Stith, he's got a man in motion. They're going to do a double reverse, and here they come, coming around this way, trying to stay on his feet, coming up and making the tackle. I believe that was Zamora.
Still picked up 5 yards, better, maybe 6. Man.
So Luis Zamora gets the tackle there. I think that was Mira on the run. Couldn't tell for sure from my angle. And so anyway, it's going to make it 2nd. We'll call it 5. 8:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals trail 33-0. I need to put some points on the board. Need to hold St. Mike's out of the end zone here. Put some points on the board and keep this game at least respectable. They're going to run right up the middle to Dominguez. He's going to make a big gain and push forward right to the first down marker.
I think he's going to be a little short, maybe about a yard, half a yard short.
I've got probably 5 text messages from young ladies that played for the Eunice teams throughout the year sending me their videos, so we appreciate you. What Coach Crowley was saying is, you know, it's not going the Cardinals' way here today, but you have to play these quality opponents in the season in order to play your best football when it comes time for district and state. And so
it humbles you up, toughens you up a little bit.
There's no doubt about it. I agree with you wholehearedly. They had him in the backfield. He pushes ahead, and he's right at the goal line. They're going to say he's down about the 2. My senior year, Nimmy that year went undefeated, and there was something that they weren't eligible for the playoffs, but they whooped us. We played Brian Urlacher in Lovington, and they beat us by a touchdown that year. It was a very, very good game. Then we went to Portales. Portales played in the state championship that year. All of those schools bigger than us.
Right.
And they beat us by a touchdown that year. And anyway, our record wasn't very good, but come the end of the year, you know, we ended up winning a state championship.
The proof's in the pudding, right?
And there is St. Mike's with another touchdown. That's Dominguez again with the 2-yard touchdown run for Dominguez.
Making the score Eunice 0, St. Mike's 39.
Man, if I was given player of the game at this point, you'd almost have to go with Dominguez.
Yeah.
For St. Mike's.
Well, he probably ain't going to come to Eunice.
No, he's probably not going to run down to Outlaw and get something. And so now it's a 39-point ball game here.
They're going to go for the 1-pointer.
Yep. Back to kick the PAT.
I really feel like we have a kid that can kick it through there. I don't know why we don't do any of them. But
there's the kick. It's up, and it is good. And so 6:15 to go in the 3rd. St. Mike's 40, Eunice 0. We're getting a tail kicking right now. There's no doubt about it. I will say this, though. I've noticed Texaco, who's always that's always
our nemesis.
Man, that's our opponent. I mean, they're the ones that when Eunice won those state championships, 4 or 5, whatever it ended up being in a row there a few years back, it was always Texaco that gave them their best games.
Gave them a run for the money. Yep.
Then when Texaco finally turned the corner and they started winning state championships, it was always us giving them a run for their money. And so I've noticed that, they've only won 1 or 2 games all year long.
Yep.
And they've been getting hammered some, but they're over in West Texas playing some quality West Texas teams, and their record is horrible, but they're playing quality teams, and they're still ranked number 1, and they got beat at the very beginning of the game, or very beginning of the season, by Santa Rosa. But one of our coaches was telling me that their quarterback was out hurt
for that first game.
And maybe even for a couple of those first games that he had gotten hurt and was out.
Well, I think when you're doing a really good job, sometimes it gets hard to find opponents that'll play you during the season.
I concur. Lord picks that one up and runs out of bounds, and so the Cardinals will take over again deep in their own territory. Looks like they're spotting at about the 15-yard line.
That's about our average starting point today.
And it's been way back there with the back to the goal line all day. So, getting ready to get started here again. Heath Dean trying to get me in trouble.
Surely not.
He's trying to stir it up. He's like, I dare you to say this. People in our community, they get mad at me because I say a lot of things that sometimes I shouldn't.
Well, sometimes you get goaded into it.
Well, I was going to say, I think a lot of times, especially with our school administration, sometimes they think it's all me. But I can assure you, there's people like Heath Dean out there standing behind me whispering, saying, go up there and say this.
He's that little devil on your left shoulder, right?
Not every time. I won't blame it all on Heath or anybody else for that
There's a bunch
matter,
of little devils.
There's a whole bunch of little devils saying, hey, will you go up there and say this? Because I know you will. And so, anyway, it's good stuff. So here we go.
Run.
Meek with a big hole up the middle, pushes forward. And just looking over, it looks like St. Mike's has got a bunch of their younger defenders on the field. Because I'm looking over here, I see a lot of that first team defense may have stepped off the field, including the big man Johnson. And his first name's Pete, too, Pete Johnson. Number 44, 3:26 to go here on a running clock in the third. 40-0 is the score. Struggling to get some folks on there late. Meek going to run it out the middle, and a late flag. I'm sure they're going to call holding. So ball spotted at the 30. It was 1st and 10, but now I'm assuming we're going to go backwards. This St. Mike's team, they got a bunch of kids too.
Yeah.
I mean, they got kids scattered from the 50 all the way down to dang near the 20.
Well, you know how it is too. I mean, winning builds your team. Definitely builds your team.
Yeah, there's no doubt. One of the years that I was coaching girls basketball, we had made it to the semifinals. I think it was Clarissa Fight in that group's junior year. And anyway, we had pretty much our whole team. In fact, I don't think we had a senior on the team. We had all of that group coming back the next year, and we had beat Texaco like 3 times that year and got beat by them in the semifinals. That next year, we had like a huge team.
Yeah.
We had so many people that came back, and we didn't graduate anybody. I still have some people in town mad at me complaining on Facebook that their kid didn't get to play that year. We didn't have anybody graduate. We had everybody back. There wasn't,
oh, my goodness.
There wasn't anywhere for those kids to fill spots, and so anyway, it put us in a pickle. In fact, there was a period there where a few years we didn't graduate hardly anybody. We might have graduated 1 or 2 this year, and then none the next year, and then 1 or 2 the next year, and we were deep there for a few years. Never got it done, which I've always blamed on myself, not those kids.
I think Melanson just stepped in a hole or something. I don't know what happened. He just went down.
Yeah, might have. Yeah. It's just Santa Fe. There might be a hole out there.
3rd and like 400. There's only 100.
So here we go. Melanson rolling to his left, throws it back across. A good catch there by Lopez. Picks up about probably 15, but we needed about 30 for the first down, so we've got about 15 more to go. It's going to be Just waiting for them to change that number over there. Oh, it's 4th down, huh?
Yeah, 4th down.
Oh, wow. So 4th and 15.
They're going to just go ahead and go for it, I suppose. I guess you don't have a lot to lose. You got a lot to gain. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whatever it is.
Oh, and they jump off sides. Oh, just random members of our community that some of them saying that if I won't say it, they will, but they've always got my back. So I appreciate you folks out there.
They might be the ones that go, I got your back, way back, outside the building back.
Well, it's like when the first gym design came out.
Yeah.
Man, there was a whole group of folks that were like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Not after we built this football stadium. Let's go up there and let's talk and this and that. And I said, all right. And I showed up and signed my little name on that little piece of paper and showed up there to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the only person in the room.
You're looking around like, where'd all them guys go?
Where'd all them people go that said we were going to come up here and tell them we weren't going to have that gym? And fortunately, the board listened, and we were able to put the Taj Mahal together eventually. So
and it looks nice.
Oh man,
I
it's
had my
amazing.
first time in it last week, and they still got some work they're still doing on it, but it looks nice.
That is the end of the 3rd. So as we move into the 4th on a running clock, the Cardinals the Cardinals trail St. Mike's 40-0. We'll get a shout out to our sponsors.
So Eunice Pump and Supply, Nogelmeyer and Matthews families, Eunice Public Schools, Mr. Hatch, all his staff, Redbird Gas, Bart Parker, Parker Energy, Brett and Penny, NMR Pipeline LLC, Del Bettis, Stacy Pipe, Outlaw Grill, Johnny Robertson, all of his service crews, the Guns Up Services, the Thompson family. Man, it's really good to see Ben at the game the other day. Real nice to see Ben there. I'm glad he's out and doing good. Thomas Weldon, Justin Thomas, Eunice Record, John Dean and Maureen, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Miss Debbie, City of Eunice, Mayor Billy Hobbs, Shannon Cummings and all the staff, Badger Hydrovac, Shane Williams, Eunice Health Clinic, Brian and Candida.
Yeah, shout out to Rebecca Anguiano and Joel Sosa. We look forward to having you back, buddy, and we appreciate you and all that you guys do. And so pushing right up the middle, and they're going to push that ball down inside the 25 as St. Mike's continues to push it down our throat. And so
of course, our defense has been on the field an awful lot today.
Yeah, I concur.
Maybe a little too much.
Yeah, I concur.
They've been out there so much, I'm kind of tired.
Yep. Man, I just almost started talking like Snoop Dogg again. I got a big whiff right there. 11:24 to go here in the ball game, and that ball's on the turf.
Somebody's enjoying the game.
Rolling to the right and throwing it down the field, and the ball's going to find the ground, and so anyway, it's
a lot of canopy set up down there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Once again, reminder to you young ladies, well, and even some of you old ladies now, not old like with a D, I'm talking with an E. Old
ladies.
If you were a Eunice Cardinal player back in the day and you'd be interested in being on our little video audio, on the radio or on the broadcast, all you'll hear is the audio. I usually, once we get it all cut and pieced together, I play the video too, because we make a video. I say we, my daughters, Jade and Chloe, will make it. And so here comes the run around the left side, trying to turn the corner for St. Mike's. That's number 5. He's got some room, and he strolls into the end zone. That was Roman Barrera, and he strolls into the end zone from about 25 out. So a 25-yard touchdown run. They're playing some usher, and they're saying, yeah, and I'm saying, no. But it's 46-0 right now. And so,
It's one of them. This is one of them games where you got to go home and lick your wounds and get started next week. Honestly.
Anyway, for the ladies out there, send me that video. I've gotten several. I'm probably 5 while I've been sitting here. I probably got another 2 or 3 on my drive up. Got 4 or 5 yesterday. Jada and Chloe will put all that together. I usually post just for people. I'll post it on social media where they can look at the one with the video. So if, for some of you, I know I've had several say, well, I don't want anybody to see me. Okay, well, point your camera at the ground or at the football field or the wall and just talk. It works better if you'll send me an actual video clip from your cell phone. Just a simple 3-second video saying this is
Angelica Fairbrush.
Jenny Jones or whatever, whatever you're going to say. I mean, just a little 3-4 second clip. I had 2 or 3 the first day when I put this out there that sent me interesting things that wasn't like that. When I did the guys, I had 2 or 3 guys that sent me.
Say their own little line.
John Smith, I graduated in 62 and I was on 2 state championship teams and I once ran for 400 yards.
Don't have time for all that.
And I love y'all and I love to hear it, but it just gets too long. If you've got a whole bunch of stuff in there. Now, like our guys one worked out perfect because we had Houston Harvey that made his own deal. He kind of marches to the beat of his own drum, and some things. And so he's put, this is your one and only Houston Harvey. And it just made it funny as heck. And so, anyway, send us those. I know, I think Araya Mendoza sent me one that says something like, this is yours truly, Araya Mendoza. And so, get those over to us. We'll get them loaded up, and hopefully within the next week or so when we're doing girls' games, we can start playing some of those things. So here we go. Lord going to take it back inside the 10, trying to find a gap. And there was looked like a block in the back, but Lord turns the corner, headed over to the left side. He's all the way across midfield.
Nice.
I saw the white hat reach for his flag and then leave it alone.
Whatever.
And so I thought we got that.
I thought we had one.
Yeah, so we caught a break. Like I said, when it's against our team, I say it too. If it's their team, I try to say what I see. I thought we had a block in the back there, but we will take it.
I didn't see anything.
Yes, I concur. So 7:20 to go here in this ball game. St. Mike's leads 47-0. The Eunice Cardinal offense out on the field. Melanson in the backfield. I believe that's going to be Meek beside him. They're going to hand it to Meek right up the middle, trying to stay on his feet. He pushes ahead for about 4, just shy of the 40. We'll call it the 41.
Some sirens going on.
6:55 to go here. Taking the snap. Rolling over to the side. Melanson looking down the field. He throws a rocket over to number 14, Zeke. And Zeke makes a move on that defender and pushes it right up to the first down marker. So we'll see where the spot. If it's a left or right foot spot, they're going to say first down. Whitehead says give it to him. And so the Cardinal offense on the move. 6:25 to go here in this ball game.
Let's get on the board, boys.
Melanson with the snap. Hands it to Meek. Meek's got a little room. He's pushing forward, and he's going to pick up about 5. No disrespect toward anybody on the field, but just being honest and calling like I see it, the majority of the St. Mike's first team folks are standing on the side right now.
And they've done a good job.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. The big boy, big 4'4", I don't see him out there on the field right now. And we fumble the ball, but then we pick it back up. We fumbled it, then we picked it back up.
That's what a break.
I was talking to Jake Melanson at the half.
Yeah.
And anyway, he was saying that he walked by Pete Johnson earlier. He said, man, that is a big fella. And
somebody said he had a nickname, Bob.
That's what Charlie keeps calling him.
Big old boy.
Big old boy.
He's biggin'.
So 3rd down, we'll call it 6. Melanson and Meek in the backfield. Down under 5:20. Taking the snap. Rolling to his left, looking down the field, trying to find somewhere to go with it. He's going to turn the corner, and then he's going to step out of bounds after he picks up the first down.
which really don't make a lot of difference because the clock keeps running.
Yeah. Had a couple of people messaging me about, those years where we had kids that, thought they needed to be on varsity, didn't quite make it to varsity. One of the things that we did a lot of is we had that summer program and off-season program that was a little different then. We used to practice in the off-season a couple of days a week because by the rule at that point you were allowed 7 hours of off-season work, out-of-season work. And, I'll be honest, we had a lot of kids that didn't come and compete in the summer. They didn't play all summer. They didn't come and do any of the off-season work. But then come season time, they showed up, and there is a throw into the corner, and trying to see who that is. Is that Lord? And he's going to make the catch, and Eunice is going to put 6 on the board, and that'll definitely prolong the game for sure. So down to 4:05 to go. The Cardinals score on the 35-yard touchdown pass.
We'll see if we decide to go for 2, which we typically have been all year.
To Lord. And so.
Yeah, we're going to go for 2.
So getting back out there and getting set up. Anyway, we had a lot of folks that then would get irritated that come the season they didn't get the playing time they thought they needed, but they wouldn't show up all summer. They wouldn't show up in the off season. So anyway, Melanson rolling to his left, looking down the field, throws it right to the goal line, and Lord made the catch, puts his feet down, and he's going to put 2 more points on the board.
That'll give us 8 points on the board. Nice.
Yeah, so Lord with the extra point.
Unfortunately, it didn't get us down to the not running clock, so it's still running 8-47 in favor of the Horsemen.
So the Cardinals here with the lead, with 8 points on the board. They still trail by 39 if my math is okay. And pretty so we'll shout out to some sponsors.
Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Eunice Health Clinic, Badger Hydrovac, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Wrecker, Thomas Welding, and last but not least, Parker Energy Services. Proud sponsors of this afternoon's whooping we're getting, but hey.
We appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Tara Webb. She was our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight.
Well deserved. Congratulations.
Saw one of her posts here just a few seconds ago where she said that first college rodeo of the season at ENMU. Yep. And so anyway, checking out her kiddos up there. And so we appreciate Miss Webb and all that she does. A great ambassador for Eunice. And a great role model for our kids and just a great member of our community. So here comes the onside kick. It skips into the back. They're going to make the catch right about the 41 and fall down. And so still a running clock. It's down under 150, and some of the St. Mike's fans slowly starting to get up and make their way toward the exit.
Try to beat the traffic, honey.
Yeah. And so definitely coming near the end of this ball game, and I would be surprised if you don't just see some snaps and kneel downs here, but you might not. I mean,
well, you got your young kids, you might want to just let them get out there and try it.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't think that looks like big 4-4 in the backfield. So I don't think that's young kids. That's Stith and Dominguez in the backfield. And so pushing right up the middle. They're going to pick up about 5-6. Shout out to Emmy Lujan, paying attention, watching, talking about that stuff. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you don't show up, you don't put in that work. And, hey, it is what it is. It's sometimes it's hard when you're in that position, but a lot of times you see those things that not everybody might see. But I guarantee you, when I was coaching, anybody that knows me knows that there ain't nobody want to win worse than I did, and still do. You won't find a more competitive person than me. Even when I'm old, if I play my grandkid and tic-tac-toe in the sand,
I want to win.
I'm going to kick that tail, and if he beats me, I'm not happy. And so, anyway, as a coach, you give me the best opportunity to win, and I'm putting you on the field.
Yep.
And people say, well, that's not the only thing. And I'm like, well, why do they keep score?
Yeah, if they didn't keep score, it'd be okay.
They don't hand out any awards for for the other stuff. I mean, occasionally you get a sportsmanship award, but shoot, I think we won that the year that we lost the state championship. It's not like we were bad sports. But the Cardinals fall here. A shout out to Miss Webb. She's our Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight recipient. And as far as the player of the game here, I am going to go today with the Lord. And, he caught our one touchdown. He also caught the extra point there, that 2-point conversion. It gives him 8 points on the day. I know it's probably not the day that he would want that award as the Cardinals fall here 47-8. But
a kid's got to eat, man.
Oh, man, and the Lord giveth, and he'll go up there and getteth from Johnny.
Yeah.
And Outlaw Grill, he'll get a free meal. So will Miss Webb. And so Dyson Lord, our player of the game on the Eunice side. If I were picking a player of the game on that other side, it would have to be Dominguez.
Oh,
as he was doing work.
Maybe Johnson.
And, if I had a meal to give him up here, he'd be the guy. And so, man, I tell you what, this St. Mike's team, they are
the
tough.
Real deal.
They are the real deal. We knew it coming in. We kind of talked about it off air, a little whispering here and there, and said, man, I hope we can compete today. But I guarantee you, as much as it pains me to lose, as I said, I hate to lose, games like this will help you in the end of the season way more than those 88-point victories.
Well, steel sharpens steel. Iron sharpens iron. That's what they say.
This St. Mike's team is number 1, undefeated. I believe today was number 25. They've won 25 in a row.
And like you said, some of them have been some tough teams. Some of them 4A
they're
teams.
playing Albuquerque Academy and people like that in Albuquerque. A beautiful stadium, a beautiful campus in a beautiful town.
And a lot of nice people here.
Man, I tell you what, they've been so good to us, and they're still walking by waving and smiling. I thought maybe I'd go sign some autographs in a minute, take some selfies with them. I mean, they've
picture
been
of the thumb.
Yeah, they've been really good to us. And so we appreciate them, appreciate St. Mike's, their hospitality.
Yes.
They got an amazing team, and they're going to do big things. And the back-to-back state champs in the 3A division. And so, anyway, with that said, trying to think. Next week is a bye week for the Cardinals. Then the following week they'll start district play on Friday night in Loving. So we'll be making the trip over to Loving. Once again, Outlaw Grill, thank you. Johnny Robertson, congratulations. Tara Webb and Dyson Lord, our player of the game, our employee spotlight recipient. We will get you guys something to eat